Hello, it's Taylor. I just wanted to say hi, and I've been seeing on MySpace and Facebook and Twitter that you guys have questions. You've been asking questions, and I've wanted to answer all of you and sort of be like, midsummer, hello, how are you guys doing? And I miss you. We've been off the road for a few months, and I miss you terribly, so bad. But it's been a really awesome summer, and so I wanted to spend some time and just kind of talk to you guys and answer some of your questions. I already see that you guys have asked some really awesome ones, and I'm kind of going down the list. And this one, we'll start with this one from Sarah from Wisconsin. Says, how is my summer going? And my summer's going awesome. The summer has been 99% focused on the new record, and then 1% focused on the fact that I actually just moved into my first place. Am officially moved in. I'm so excited. As you know, I've been constantly talking about how I've been antique shopping and just nonstop planning and doing construction on this place that is finally finished. So it's been really awesome just figuring out what it's like to be on your own and cooking, and I'm having such a blast with it. So that's been really awesome. And then there's also been some new album stuff. And by some new album stuff, I mean a lot of new album stuff. It's been taking up all of my time and energy and effort and thinking, and I can't wait to talk to you guys about it. I can't wait to tell you more. Okay, so the next question says, when will I be in Chicago next? The next tour will happen most likely after the next album comes out. So, I guess I should probably tell you when that would be. Shouldn't I? Probably? The next album will be out on October 25th. And I'm so excited! I'm so excited. And so that's one detail to the whole big picture of what is going on right now. There's also the fact that the album is called, because I just saw that, what's the next album called? It's called Speak Now. And that pertains to the album as a concept and as an entire theme of the record, more than I can even tell you. The album, I've been working on it for 2 years. So ever since we put out Fearless, I've been writing for this record and sort of conceptualizing it and putting it together in my head as to what I wanted it to be. I like to take a lot of time in between albums to work up the next one and to see what it is. So we did the same thing for Fearless. You put 2 years in between it, and it gives you enough time to, for me, I write everything that I live. So you got to give yourself a little bit of time to live a lot of things so you can write about a lot of things. And my only option is to write about what I've been through and what I've lived. So thankfully, in the past 2 years, I've experienced a lot of things that I've been dying to write about. And a lot of things that I wanted to say in the moment that I didn't. You know, in life, you have a lot of situations that pop up and people that come into your life, and sometimes you don't get to tell them what you wish you would have told them. And this album is my opportunity to do that. Track by track, each song is a different confession to a different person, and I'm very excited for you to hear them. So, where am I right now? I'm in Nashville right now, and I've been here, I'll go a few different places to do recording of the record. We just recorded live strings on the record, with a full orchestra, and that was amazing. That took place in LA. Now we're back in Nashville, so that's where I am right now. What's the first single of the song going to be? The first single of the record is called Mine, and it's a song that is about kind of my tendency to run from love. It's been sort of a recent tendency, and I think it's because for me, every really direct example of love that I've had in front of me has ended in goodbye and has ended in breakups and things like that. And so I think I've developed this pattern of sort of running away when it comes time to fall in love and to stay in a relationship. And the song is sort of about finding the exception to that and finding someone who would make you believe in love and realize that it could work out. Because I'm never, ever going to go past hoping that love can work out. I'm always going to be very hopeful and blindly optimistic when it comes to love, even if it does seem like it's really something that's very hard. I can't wait for you to hear it. We shot the video. That's another question that I just saw in there, is what were the pictures that we saw from Maine. That was us shooting the video. So you may have seen pictures of that online because there were people with cameras and stuff. So we shot the video in Portland, Maine, which was the most beautiful place I've ever been. It was gorgeous. I loved it. I absolutely fell in love with it. I had heard people talk about how they go to Maine, and I was always like, I wonder what Maine is like. I wonder why people love that so much. And it's because it's amazing and gorgeous. I went there, and I got to spend 2 or 3 days just falling in love with it. And when I am old and I have silver hair or white, I don't know which one it'll be. Some shade like that. I want to live in Maine. I want to have a house and make necklaces or something and have a lot of cats. It's a whole fantasy for me. So at least I know where I'm going to end up. Okay. Katie says, who did you write the songs with? I wrote the songs with, I actually wrote all the songs by myself for this record. I didn't have any co-writers. And it didn't really happen on purpose. It just sort of happened to happen that way. Like, I'd get my best ideas at 3 a.m. in Arkansas, and I didn't have a co-writer around, so I would just finish it. And then that would happen again in New York, and then that would happen again in Boston, and then that would happen again in Nashville. And it just so happened that the songs that made the cut for the album were the ones that I wrote by myself. So wish me luck. The album, Nathan Chapman and I co-produced this record. Again, working with him is so amazing and so natural. We have so much fun, so I'm glad to be back with my redheaded producer on this record. It's been a real blast. We made a lot of the album in Nathan's basement. So I'd say like maybe 60% of the album we would record just in his basement studio. And then, of course, just some of the Nashville musicians that I'm so happy to have on the record. My band played on the record a little bit too. It's really cool to have a bunch of different musicians that I'm really excited about being on this record. I'm looking at more questions.